Hey everybody, happy July. This is a different setting that I'm used to filming in. Felt intuited to bring it outside in nature, and I'm not doing it in front of people. I felt called not to this time, and so I'm kind of the message for this month has been a very back and forth energy. So this month, if you feel kind of like back and forth between a lot of moving forward and coming backwards, and having clarity, and all of a sudden kind of being like, wait, no, that energy is kind of very fluent right now. And there's the core of the earth, and this is something that's been proved in science, is in the changing directions. And if there's been weird energy, weather where you are, extremes, it all has to do with these aspects of portals opening, new ones opening, other ones that are shifting to different frequencies, others that are actually closing. And in this deep change, that to be present with how you're changing in this change, how your body may be reacting differently to things. You may be called to different areas that in your mind you thought were either off limits for you, or just something that was not necessarily part of your path before. And to be open to this change and the willingness of the flow of these energies, and to release attachment to what that looks like for you, in sense of relating to yourself and relating to others. And give yourself permission to really honor what you feel for yourself. And this is something that many can be getting used to. But it's allowed. There's always opportunity to make different choices. And if you make a choice that you feel that is not right for you, there's always an opportunity to realign into a different way of being, a different frequency, a different way of showing up in that situation, and giving yourself permission to make a different choice if that's what you want to do. But okay, yeah, so the energies, they're starting to really come in, and I'm just gonna relax and just let the spirits come through, calling in what's greatest good for all involved, from the heart, for humanity, for love, for evolution, for peace. Hi, Nola, ha sa ha, hi ha, ha Iako aya yaki amana oho. So this word that so many of us throw around of liberation, this free need of expressionless need of play of pure essence of Iako esa ha na ya moya hai oya ki ala yaka moya yakato ya mana yakata mono yata yakata yamano koya yataka. I apologize niyakata. I could not find an English word niyakata to express miyakua hayakata what I needed to. Hayaki yakata yakata lali yako says yamano yakata. Much is changing on your earth. Ayaka yet hiyokoko. There is a level of abundance that is so available. The light has been anchored, my dear ones, within the cellular membrane of human consciousness. And the the places many don't want to think that exists. Miyokoto yakata, and don't fear not. Miyokoto, you do not need to go there. Miyokoto unless it is part of your journey. Hiyakata. Your mission, miyakata, is to follow your path. Iyakata laliyakoto to iyakata yakoto. Hayekata, and your light, my dear ones. Miyakoto, miyakata. It is the heart, miyakata, miyakana, iyakata, that allows miyamoe katata to transmute tiakata, laliokutu, the density, hiyakoto, hiyakata. Do not be ashamed of it. Niyakata liokoto, hiyakata. For that, miyakoto just pulls it apart even more. Niyakata, and that disconnection, niyakata, yakoto, is what gives others the power. Miyakata laliakoto, niyakata, to niyakata, control, niyakata, manipulate, niyakata, in ways, miyakoko, hiyakata, that are not true to who you are. Niyakata, but this is an evolutionary Miyakata expansion and awareness. Miyakoto kokoto yakata liakoto. For as it unfolds for you in your path, miyaka hasiyakata yakoto yakata. New ways yakata will be available to you. Hayoko miyakata yakata. We see addiction and miyakoto and these ways, these negative things, miyakata, as something that should be not seen, that or even in ways celebrated, niyakoto. But when you are ready, niyakoto, change is available to you. Ayakata niyakoto. They are just saying, niyakoto, that there is something that is ready to shift, when you are ready to see it as that. And these can show up in so many different ways. In illness, iyaka hayako, in pain, miyakoto, iyakata. The great shift is happening, iyakoto, and these are coming through and speaking louder and louder and louder at this time. Iyakata. Allow yourself to be held in such love as you are witnessing this within yourself. Iyakata. And notice when you shame others, miyakoto, iyakata. Because, miyakata, when you allow yourself to really be held in the love of what it is, it's a disconnection from the true self. It is a something hard for you to integrate is what these things are showing. And so please allow yourself compassion as these come up for you. And at this time, if others don't see it as a problem, your job is not to fix them. Your job is to surround yourself with people, with places, with things that nourish you on all levels, and awareness that these energies are on so many different planes, and see where you can nourish yourself with the essence of the mother, with the essence of the sky, with the essence of the father, with the essence of the you, of who you are. And every moment you're exactly where you need to be, every moment. And it is in the heart of loving and acknowledgement and awareness and seeing all these different parts that can come up, and know that that's okay. Know that that's okay, and that if you were feeling hard on yourself right now, just to love yourself, and when you allow yourself to really come in and honor your truth, that is where the freedom lies. The truth of your awareness of where you are, whether it is frozen, whether it is active, whatever place you may be. It's the acknowledgement of that allows for a freedom, an intention to be born outside of it. So please, no need to beat yourself up. No need to really allow yourself to examine where you've been, where you are, and knowing where you're going can be a completely different trajectory. And that is possible within your heart. The beauty of the courage, of the resilience to keep stepping up and showing up for you in the midst of the ups and downs, of the back and forths, of the multidimensionalness that you are, of coming into awareness of your soul so beyond this earth, and how beautiful and strong and powerful that is. And then also coming into an awareness of your humanness and the wounded parts that need, that ask, that show up at different times for attention, for nourishment, and calling in that higher part of you to give that wounded part of you what it needs. The essence of who you are is so vast, and you are not alone. For yes, there is your higher self, and your wounded self, and your human self, and the multidimensional self on so many different planets and universes, and the one that's in the core of the Pachamama, and the one that's guiding someone else on the other side of the world. The multifacetedness that you are, so more than you can comprehend. And when you are in that moment of suffering and despair, ask, surrender to be shown. Take a moment in your heart space, even if the mind is wandering and chattering, for those are understandings, noticing where the mind goes, noticing where the energy goes, are clues to what needs a little attention, what needs a little more healing. Calling on the essence of something so much bigger that holds you in this becoming, that holds you in the wholeness, and even if you're so fragmented, that wholeness exists in the quantum field. And the guides that you call on to hold space for you as you come into that wholeness. You always don't have to know. You don't have to be conscious of who or what they are. You call on the light and love to hold you in this space. If you call on what is the greatest good for you and allow what to come in, can be beautiful. And I want you to know that it may not necessarily feel beautiful. For anger and hatred, resentment, rage, all these things that are seen as negative, if they have been so disconnected from ourselves, then when they come back online, it can be very uncomfortable. And that stands for joy and happiness as well. And in that becoming and in that holding, you can call upon something so much more than you. And allow the universe to bring these messages to you to integrate. Bring in certain healthy situations that will allow you to be triggered. There are many who think this word trigger is bad, but if it's done in a healthy way, these triggers can actually be a blessing for us to connect with aspects of ourselves that have been so shamed. And if we allow permission and spend time with ourselves and sit with the feelings that these outside things bring up within us, it allows for a moving through. And in the moving through, we release. And when a release happens, we can call in our truth to be anchored beyond the conditions of the trauma, of the wounding, of that pain. And it is the essence of that transformation that brings such magic and wisdom to who you are and your mission here on earth. Allow the song of the birds to guide you. Allow the whisper of the wind to sing your song, a melody so pure that you cry out of pure becoming. So much more is happening. So much more is being birthed beyond the eye. And many of us feel it and are not aware of this. And you can ask to be shown. Spend time in meditation with it, and it will be shown. Thank you. Ah, ha, ha, yeah. He, ho, ha, ha, he, ah, oh, yeah. Diaka, Iaka, Iokwa Manani, Yakatati, Ayakatati, Akato, Yakata, Yakata, Himano, Yakata, Himo, Yakata, Iokwa Mana, Yakata, Yakata, Miana, Iana, Yaka, Iana, Yakoto, Yaka, Aha, Ina, Yokoto, Oho. So the last message, they're bringing me back on to kind of speak about a little. There's the call of the mother, asking her children to stand strong in your light. That now is the time. Now is the time to shine bright. Now is the time to show up. Keep showing up. Now is the time for the hard work that you have done to be seen and not to hide away. It's time for you to really own it. Own it. Despite what others in the past have said or deemed you, you know in your heart who you are and what you have to give. And they're asking for you to do the hard work to step up into this. For the multitude of it is farther than you can comprehend at this time. Take one step each day. How can you show up for yourself in this way? And fear may ask you to, or call you in different ways to go back. But child, at this time, it is so hard. It will just make you sicker. And this ease comes in so many different ways that, we think it can be the food that we're eating or somebody else or this or that, when it's the power that you have to own who you are and allow that to guide you one step, leap, whatever, at a time. The mother is holding you. The Father is encouraging you, asking you to own your shit. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. To own your stuff. To own it. You think you need to be a certain a certain something, when it is you who that certain something is. Oh, the butterfly, how beautiful. How beautiful was that? The sirens, that's a sign. Right? So this July, we talk about this idea of freedom. July 4th, freedom in so many different ways, right? This freedom of the mind, freedom of trajectories, freedom of whatever. But the freedom of your joy, of your expression, regardless of, that's what needs to be nourished. That's where the fireworks happens, my friend. As when that gets expressed, it's like boom, like fireworks, What is that? The Family Guy? Whatever. But allow those fireworks to go off, even if it's a little spark at first, and then the grand finale, and then guess what? There's more. Allow it to come in whatever way it does. And in between, if you're on the floor crying because you're releasing and allowing yourself permission to go beyond what was once perceived as self, allow yourself that. Allow the fear to come up and say, okay, I see this again. I see it. It's coming up again. How can I witness it, but this is not me. This is what I'm moving out of. Thank you for showing up. I love you. And I'm not feeding this anymore. This was once a protective mode, but I don't need to be protected in this way anymore. Find energy, find people, find things that nourish you, that call on spirit to encompass you in those supportive energies, right? Feel it around you, because as you feel it, that right, when you feel it, it's there. They talk about the quantum field when you feel stuff manifesting, right? We think it's how we speak and just how we think, but it's not. It's the feelings too. The more you feel it, then it's like you gravitate towards it. And then you're inspired to take action from those energies, but because it feels nourishing for you, right? So how can you give yourself that freedom to be nourished, to be seen, and to be explosive in yourself? And learn to love yourself in so many different ways, and expand your view of what love is by loving all these parts of yourself. The one that is like scared, the one that may still be shoving food and not knowing what to do, the one that could still be hanging on to something that's quote unquote not healthy. When you give attention and awareness to these parts of you, then you can go deeper. What is this calling? What is this asking of me? What is this, what is this really wanting of me to be? Is it angry? If it is anger, how can you express that in a way that is healthy for you and not projecting abuse forward and continuing the abuse cycle that you experienced, right? The grace of this and the fragility, is that even a word? I don't know. I'm just going to use it because it feels right. Allow the becoming. Allow to nourish into the Mother Earth. As she is changing, we are changing. Allow yourself to connect to the constant source self that you are, to this expansiveness, to the beauty of the ever-growingness. And also ask at this time if there are parts of you in different universes and dimensions that want to become online in a conscious way. Because there's magic there. There's something there for you in that. There's something there. So yeah, that's what I have for you this July. Thank you all for tuning in. I am so grateful when I get to share this. 33333 just was on the clock. So thank you. Sending y'all much love. If you're interested in a personal one-on-one session or an individual channel of your soul whisperer, seeing how you can integrate all these multiple dimensional parts into your present moment so you can be more alignment with who you are going forward, please feel free to reach out. And I'm sending you all much love and light.